Alright, we are doing the actual last character, the Hunter. I will be playing music in the background because I am not going to be bored out of my mind doing another Hunt the Nests mission with boring town music in the background. I've been doing this for an hour and 30 minutes, so yeah, no, I'm putting on my own music. That way I don't break out into sea shanties in the middle of it, like I had to last time in order to keep my sanity. So, let's go ahead and do this. Seems like I'll have to cut the commentary short, but I was kind of planning on doing that anyway, so it'll just be my audio with the review. Alright, see you guys then. Alright, sorry for the pause and everything, but had some stuff happen, and yeah. So, my thoughts on the Hunter class right now is that they are the least fun for me to play. Because the gameplay is cloak, put down traps, transform into another form in order to de-stealth and get enemy aggro, have the enemy step into a toxic cloud trap, dealing a ton of damage, have them be slowed, and the toxic trap makes it so that it interrupts their attacks, and they just die. And I probably shouldn't even put the explosive trap down. That way I can use it to defend myself and make so that I don't die. But you can't actually put down any of these unless you're in stealth, because if you do, you spend so long putting it down, you get eaten. So there's really boring gameplay. Maybe down here there's some of the more active stuff that you can do, but all of this is boring. And all of this is useless. Maximum level, you'd think Hunter would have, the best beast companion. Only at level 3 does it have the same HP as all the other ones do at level, 1. That's not enough HP to be at all useful. Light Armor Specialist, maximum energy while wearing light armor. That would be pretty okay if you didn't consume literally all of your energy putting down the traps, forcing you to switch into beast mode. Stress. Gain increased charge speed while your energy is low. Well, at least we can get our energy low, so this is going to apply to 2 shots, maybe? Because if our energy is low, then we're only going to be able to fire like twice. So this isn't going to be very good. Crossbow mastery, longbow mastery, these are pretty good, but it means that you're locking yourself into one of these two. This one here, crossbows, they don't need to be held back in order to charge at all. So the crit chance per second while aiming at a target, you want to shoot fast with a crossbow. You don't want to shoot slow. As for the longbow, it has increased charge speed, piercing damage, and an extra crit chance, so yeah, that's pretty good. Dual wield master is alright. Why is it at this level? Your range, that's what you're doing, and then you rely on beast mode for physical attacks and stuff. And then increase crit damage on melee. We're not a melee class, my Derriere. Not melee, not melee, not melee. Technically both, but not really. And then none of the. This is the only other one that's melee. And I think that this is not really a melee class. Like, at all. I mean, you can go into stealth and you can hit people, but then you're not putting down the traps, and that's half of the whole thing, not even done. This I didn't really get to try out because, well, it didn't seem that useful to me. It lasts for 5 seconds and makes them 6% weaker to damage when I could just be killing them. That's one of the issues. It also doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but it would be some form of AoE. The other thing is, a hunter should be able to focus down a single target. Yeah, they have some traps for AoE and stuff, but there is nothing here for hitting a single target for big damage. None. The only thing you can do is put down traps and then a couple of things for melee. There is not a single skill in here that's like hit one target for big damage or mark a target or anything. It's garbage. Anyways, Houndra, which I ended up having to use as my single target DPS, is pretty dang good. Killing an enemy increases damage. That's pretty good. Increased attack speed and fire rate. That's obviously really good. Even increasing run speed. This is probably one of the best abilities, and I didn't even get to use it. Consume for healing, which is health steal of 25, but it only does that for your next melee attack. All of them, however, gain the chemical damage. I'd assume, because it has, a duration. This over here, not useful in single player. This over here, just the extra damage that basically all beasts have except for the rocker. Leap attack, which has a chance of stunning, which is pretty good. It's a bit awkward to use as you spend like half of it running and then you do a jump. You can't just do the jump, but it's alright. And Blazing Bite misses 90% of the time, so I've stopped trying to use it. It's genuinely terrible. It spends like a second charging up, and then you bite, but then even if you hit the bite, you're still likely to miss the little flame that comes after. It's terrible because you're not even moving while you're doing it. This, you're moving way too much. This, you're not moving nearly enough to actually hit anything. Anyway, that is my complete thoughts on this class. Overall, uh, took the least amount of time because they were exceedingly boring and overpowered and definitely need to be tuned. Because previously the chemical trap would damage you as well, and I now understand why. Because it's busted. The changes I would suggest would be making it so that the toxic cloud trap does not stagger enemies out of their attacks, because otherwise they're gonna charge attack, get hit, charge attack, get hit, charge attack, get hit, and die, and then they won't have done anything, which is not good. We want enemies to be able to do something. Also, maybe make it so that the cloak doesn't heal and you have to put into cloak heal a bit, because right now this here is healing like half of my character's HP, 20 and 25%. So yeah, 20 is like a third of my HP. So I'm getting a third plus a quarter, which is something about 12s. 4/12 and 3/12, 7/12 of my HP, which is over half. Yeah, regardless, pretty busted. And I know that's because I have it at a high level, but I put it at a high level because it's busted. This skill is fine. This skill down here, it needs some number, like slows enemies by 10% or something. A lot of numbers are just missing around here. Like, well, there's that one, mainly. There's energy is low. What does low mean? Please. And yeah, that covers it. Alright, end of video. Woo.